Hi everyone, welcome to one of the seedier corners of my house with the cleaning equipment and the snacks on top of the curio here. But I want to make a quick video this week to talk to you about this week's expectations. Unfortunate yet appropriate turn of events. One of the supplemental readings or videos I wanted to give you was this pretty awesome 60 minutes look into artificial intelligence they did almost right after the first time I did this assignment for this class a couple of years ago. In fact, one of the students brought it to me, and it was really, really neat. And the reason I say unfortunate is because I can't show it to you. And the reason I can't show it to you is because the host of that particular episode, the correspondent for it, is one of the men that was accused of sexual harassment. So CBS has gotten rid of it. So in our week on talking about the relationship between gender and sexuality and identity and technology, the video I wanted to show you can't be shown because somebody did what they did. So thank you, Charlie Rose, for making it not as informative as far as artificial intelligence, but giving us something interesting to reflect on. Now, those supplemental videos will be helpful in the sense that I did put some stuff up there for the allegory of the cave. I think in general, students find that to be the most difficult of the readings or viewings to sort of work with this week, and you are welcome to check those out. I do encourage you to give it a shot at reading that on its own before you do watch the video, but it should be helpful to make you understand, or help you understand, I should say. And one thing to think about this week is what that video or what that story is saying. You know, what is the idea of meaning making there? What does it mean to be? Who are the people who possess knowledge, should possess knowledge? Is it about that? Is it about enlightenment? There's a lot of controversy over actually reading this extremely old story. And how you read it typically tends to reveal a lot about how you view the world. And I know what I believe Plato intended, but I'm going to wait until next week to talk about that, because I really want you guys to share your thoughts on it. But I suggest strongly that you wait for the allegory in the cave after you've done both Frankenstein and watched Ex Machina. I do think that it's really up to you, the order in which you watch those and read them. I would suggest, however, when you do the discussion forum or talk about it on Twitter, you may want to make mention which order you did them, because it could actually shape and the readings that you have, the way in which you come to make meaning out of both of them. But I think that just adds another layer to how we come to interpret texts and think about text from a rhetorical standpoint and a meaning-making standpoint. And so it'll give us some more insight as to how that works. But the general purpose of this week is to really start to think about those connections between technology, connections with social media, connections with science, and then with the inclusion of Ex Machina, how gender actually plays a role in all of those things across time and across space. So I think in general, this week ends up being one of the weeks the students really enjoy the most. They think it's pretty interesting and fun. We get to watch a great film and read one of the most classic books of all time. Do pace yourself, though, because it is a lot to do. There's only one discussion forum and the Twitter assignment this week, and a lot of it is discussion based, so I encourage you to do that as you move along throughout the week. And finally, for next week, do remember that the Cracked.com project is due next Sunday, so a week after Easter, and you should be able to be successful on that then if you get a head start now. If you don't, it's going to be detrimental to your grade. It's hard to put together at the last minute, but fun and relatively easy to do if you pace yourself. So I hope you've worked on it ahead of time. If not, get started right now. All right, well, with that, go ahead and enjoy reading Frankenstein. If you've already read it, please reread it. I'm sure you have forgotten quite a bit about the narrative structure, what it's saying and doing, and of course, reading it will help you make connections to our purpose. Same thing with Ex Machina. If you happen to have seen it once before, again, rewatch it so that you can see the connections we're trying to make and what we're trying to get out of it. So with all that, have a great week. Enjoy yourself. I'll be out of town this week, but I will be available to you in most of the ways that you normally contact me: classroom, email, Blackboard, those sorts of things. I hope you enjoy what we have in store for you.